it's Aram
Timothy Bennett here.
It's B&B Banters Bros. It's, I guess, technically our 7th episode.
Yeah, I guess so. This episode's going to be quick and short, probably no more than like 30 minutes. But today's kind of it was a quick, spontaneous one.
It's D&D day, so we were already together. We figured, what the hell, we'll give kind of a short little one before we start up the campaign.
Pre-game podcast episode. Yeah. Mainly, this day I give kind of like the idea of what Aram's expecting, because I'm the one DMing, so I already know what's going on. But
well, I mean, Tim has shown me a little bit of, like, he's shown me the map and some of the things he has in store, like specialty-wise. He's kind of gone all out.
Without giving anything away to the story.
He's given me no details on the story, but he's given me, like, pieces, like...
I've let him smell the meat, but I'm not letting him taste it.
So I'm expecting some interesting surprises. Starting fresh, I've only played, like, twice, and that was at Tim's old apartment. And
like 3 years ago?
Yeah, a couple years ago, and it... You know, I don't think a lot of it sank in at that point, so I'm hoping to get better at it this time around. So,
well, and you were listening to a bunch of D&D podcasts right around that time, I think, too. Weren't
Still
you?
am.
But yeah, now you are. But I mean, like back then, like
then I listened to like one or two. Like I found a few more that I enjoy. The Adventure Zone is probably the one that I listen to the most.
Mm-hmm. And I've listened to Critical Role. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it, but I also
Critical Role is probably a more serious version.
Yeah, it's also probably the popular one too.
Yeah, that's probably the one everyone knows.
Yeah, it's because of Matt Mercer.
Yeah,
incredible voice actor and really talented dude. Excellent DM, but I'm not remotely going to do that.
Right.
nor shall I ever attempt to play a Matt Mercer.
My characters all suspiciously sound like me, even the female ones.
Yeah.
So that's really what's gonna happen.
So quick, what is your character? What are you gonna be playing?
I am playing. Well, it's funny because I'm. Initially, I wrote a warlock to play, but I sat up last night and created a sorcerer as well. So I haven't quite totally decided which one to play.
Well, I don't think you can play both of them.
I can't. There may come a day where I'd like to try, but not today.
I feel like if you're gonna play two different characters, you can't really play a similar character.
Right.
No,
like and that's the other thing.
Playing a fighter and then playing a fighter ranger.
Right.
Well, that's pretty much the same freaking thing. Like,
exactly.
Change it up.
Yeah. I mean, if I was gonna do two characters, I'd do a fighter and a
play a dwarf and an elf. Yeah. Then you'll be fighting with yourself.
So it's either my human warlock or my tiefling sorcerer. I haven't figured out which yet.
Well, you've got about 20 minutes.
Right. So it's just a matter of figuring it out at that point.
Cool. Yeah. What are your expectations? What do you feel is going to go on today?
Well, I mean, obviously there's going to be some stumbling points because the people, besides Dreads, I think the people that are playing are pretty new. Mm-hmm. I think my only saving grace is that I've listened to enough podcasts that I kind of have like a handle on some things mentally that maybe some other people don't.
Yeah.
But I don't claim to know much. I'm just excited to play. Like, I want to get immersed in the adventure.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I love world building. That's my whole thing of like why I want to be an author, why I want to be a writer, is I just love world building.
And see, I'm the complete opposite. I never liked world building. Like, I want to build a hero, or I want to build a character. I want to be that character.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about the character. I don't give a shit about the world.
It's the God complex, essentially.
Yeah.
I just like playing God.
That's what I've always said about people that like The Sims too. Is like, it's just a God complex.
Yeah, we talked about that in a previous episode. Yep. I just like building shit, but
yeah, I mean, more power to you. Some people got to do it, not me.
Right. Well, in the last campaign that we played, 3 years ago or however, so I didn't take it as serious as I am now.
Right.
And I didn't go into as much detail back then either. And part of it was because that was the first time I had played in 15 years.
Yeah, it was like we all kind of pushed you into DMing, I think, was what happened.
Yeah. And that was also, I was the one who got introduced Dread. So our friend Mike Phillips, I'm name dropping right now. So if he ever listens,
it's only name dropping if he's a star.
He's a star in my eyes. I love the guy.
I forgot that's Dred's real name.
Yeah, not Michael Phillips from like the swimmer. Nope.
I've called him Dredge for so long. That's how he is in my phone too. Like I forgot his name was Mike.
Yeah, no, he's always been Dreads. Like I've always called him Dreads.
It's the same way I talk about Dirty too.
Yeah, Dirty. Kurt Martini. That's his real name, Kurt Martini.
He also told me that his nickname is Dirty not because his last name is Martini.
No, not at all.
It's because he's into some weird shit.
Yeah, he's
a filthy animal.
That sex thing,
Exhibitionist?
There you go. I don't know why I can't say that. What the fuck's wrong with me?
I thought you were trying to say expatriate. I was like, what country is he from?
No, he's one of those when it came to like, he's a sexual deviant.
Yeah.
And he also quite the dirty mind, which is weird because like when I first met Dirty, he's one of the cleanest cooks that we had. Of course, he only stayed at his one station, but he's a very clean cook. Yeah. Not by looking at him. He looks like he's a ex-biker who decided he
covered in tattoos, gauges in his ears, and stuff like that, like
beard and super legit. I miss that guy. I should text him sometime and see how he's doing.
Old deaf.
It's probably been a couple years. He texts me every year, and he'll say like, "May the 4th be with you" on May 4th, and then he'll say "Happy, like Turkey Day." For Thanksgiving. So he actually reaches out every once in a while, but
that's legit.
I haven't seen him for.
I think
years.
I was included in a message that he was in like last year, and then he texted me separately. He was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Dirty, it's Aram." He's like, "Oh, hey." I was like, "Yeah, I think I got included in that like by accident." For me. Yeah, I think it was something that he was like, "Who the hell are you?"
I miss Dirty. Anyway, so he Dreads. I got him into D&D. So at the time, it actually turned out to be quite a success for the amount of people. I just wanted to play D&D again, and I had talked about doing it with Devin, and then kind of we led into like Dreads doing it, and then Ashley didn't want to be left out, so she, as usual, so she's like, I want to play. I can handle this, and she's like, I love fantasy stuff.
It was funny. She's actually gotten into it now. Like she plays in a group from the tavern where I work. So she plays with those guys.
And I would love her to play. As of right now, we're just gonna have to wait until this kind of COVID thing settles down. But I'm definitely down for her to play. I'm totally fine with it. Especially knowing that she's kind of kept up with it. So it's crazy. Like I definitely feel very flattered that I influenced two people who I did not expect, especially Dreads. He's the last person I expected to get so nerdy about D&D, and he got pretty obsessed about it.
Well, him and Otis both just took off with it, and
that's cool. I think that's great. Awesome. And then obviously I haven't played since then. So
well, I mean, we also have like jobs and children and
we
families.
Have real lives.
Like, we have actual life work to
responsibility.
Do. We can't be Dreads, who's just an artist.
Phenomenal artist, but
he's a good artist. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
It's definitely. I'm excited for today.
Me
too. I hope we can keep it going. If we do continue this thing, I think I would like to do this. Each game, if we can, take about 30 minutes before the game. Me and you, we can do a quick podcast about what to expect. And when we're done with this, the next time we get together, we'll do another like overview. We'll just talk about D&D, what the game was, and then we'll go into our regular content that we like to talk about. Because I just think it's kind of fun that we can kind of
man,
we can discuss it without me revealing anything. It's mainly just how did you have fun. So, somebody's here, so I think we have to wrap it up now.
Wrap it up.
So I guess we'll talk pick this up later. Talk about it later.
For sure, man.
So Aram, good luck surviving.
Oh, God, I hope I make it.
So, all right. Well, this is Timothy Bennett.
This is Aaron Banyan.
And thanks for listening. Catch you later.
Later.